The miniature is a unique breed. The objective is to produce the smallest, most correct, balanced horse possible. Simply put, you should not be able to determine the size of an individual in a photograph with no frame of reference. The ideal miniature you see behind me is approximately 36 inches tall at the withers, about 9 hands. Some of you may say, wow, that horse looks 12 to 14 hands tall. That is the goal. This is a breed intensely selected for diminutive size. However, dwarfism is considered an undesired defect, and it is a significant problem in the industry due to the relatively large number of individuals born each year affected with dwarfism. My previous research involved the discovery of 4 recessively inherited mutations within the gene aggrecan that involve malformation of cartilage that develop into bone. These 4 mutations interact to produce various phenotypes of dwarfism that range from lethal, alien-looking, to small, cartoon-like caricature individuals with endearing physical characteristics. Some of you may have heard of Thumbelina, the famous miniature horse dwarf, and even probably have seen the Amazon Prime commercial recently with another well-known miniature dwarf. The results of testing hundreds of individuals revealed the carrier rate to be over 30% for these 4 mutations. This led me to consider there may be a physical characteristic that may attract breeders to use carriers more extensively. But wait a minute, I thought these were recessive mutations. Is there possibly a partial dominance effect occurring within these carriers? To give you a comparison, the condition HYPP in the quarter horses is a dominant phenotype highly desired by the breeders and has a carrier rate in the population of 37%. So I began to critically analyze physical characteristics highly desired by miniature breeders. Was it something I could measure, or was it more subjective? Was it maybe the amount of dish in a forehead? What about the size of the eyes? How about body to leg proportion? Well, how about mature height? That's something measurable. Interestingly, the typical miniature you see on my slide is about 30 inches tall at the withers and is a carrier. So that characteristic I chose to start with of 30 inches or smaller at maturity and carrier status. Unfortunately, comparing those 2 groups, I did not find a correlation. So, I have answered some questions in my research, but I have invariably produced more questions to be answered. So I'll leave you with this today. What physical characteristic do carriers possess that significantly contributes to the desired phenotype breeders want to reproduce?